think that bus driver just asked that lady if she lost her mind. Well, that cop is in pursuit of her.
Upon arrival at St Clair Station, this train will be going out of service, so please ensure to check your surroundings for your belongings prior to exiting the train. Once again, there is no subway service running this weekend between St Clair and College. Shuttle buses are operating.
St Clair Station. This is a terminal station. Doors open on the right.
Train is now out of service. This train is out of service.
Southbound shuttle bus.
And no, you're not seeing things. For the 10 billionth time over the past few years, the TTC is once again running shuttle buses on the weekends. And it was less than a week ago that I did a video walking south from St Clair Station here down to Rosedale Station due to a subway disruption. And this time, the disruption is a planned one. And if I were smart, I would have already been at the south end of the train, as that gets you closest to where you board shuttle buses. But I wanted to show a bit of what the crowd was like. And hello there, it is Saturday, June 22nd. The time right now is 4:22 p.m. and this is St Clair Station. And since in that one I walked from St Clair down to Rosedale, I think what I'll do for this one is we'll hop on a shuttle bus. I probably won't record that part. I'll show what the experience is like getting there. And then
Southbound shuttle buses, bus number 1, all the way down.
I'll get off at Rosedale and I'll record the walk from Rosedale down to College, covering the length of the subway closure. No worries. So what I'll do is I'll let you know how long this wait took, and then I'll resume recording in a little bit, but it is 4:22 p.m. right now. It is 4:25, so that didn't take too long.
Second bus after the low, right behind.
All right. That wasn't so bad. So I'm only gonna go 2 stops. And now we're going south down Yonge Street. This stop is Summer Hill. Nobody got on or off. Thank you. Well, that was not bad at all. There's look north, up Yonge Street. That was rather different from my experience last night. We'll see how things are at the intersection of Yonge and Bloor. But in that walk I did earlier in the week, I walked from St Clair down to Rosedale, so now we're going from Rosedale down to College, covering the entire length of the shuttle bus route. It's also worth noting that on this particular weekend, trains are bypassing Pape Station on line 2. So if you live around Pape Station, look out for that. I have a feeling that's going to be a very regular occurrence. They've already closed the bus bays at Pape. That's due to Ontario line construction. And tomorrow, the TTC will be shutting down the 510 Spadina streetcar and replacing it with the good old Spadina bus until December. Traffic is moving fairly well. Although I'm not sure there's another major subway system in the entire world that shuts down and uses shuttle buses as frequently as this one does. I lived in Seoul for over 5 years, and not once was the subway line ever closed. And that does happen from time to time. One of the subway lines in Paris was down for maintenance when I was there. But all throughout COVID, it seemed as if every other weekend around where I lived at Yonge and Eglinton, the subway would close to be replaced by shuttle buses as they installed a signaling system and did track work.
Maybe some of those crackers that are in the bag.
I don't know if the microphone was picking it up, but that gentleman in front of me had awfully squeaky shoes. Just thought I'd let him walk past so I don't have to listen to it the whole time. There's not a whole lot going on this weekend in the city from an events point of view. Hey Google, when is the Toronto Jazz Festival? Oh, that did not summon my phone. There we go. Let me do it the old-fashioned way. I typed when is, and it auto-completed the Mr. Beast show on Amazon started. Well, that's this weekend, or that's June 21st through June 30th. And next weekend will be the big Pride Festival, capped off by the Pride Parade on Sunday. Speaking of Pride, that is the north end of Church Street. And that dips south. And south of Bloor is where the street festival will take place. Kudos to that driver in the white van for not getting hung out in the intersection. I was wondering if they would do that or not. Well, there we go. 10 days of outdoor music. And there's the festival map. Speaking of which, I just noticed as I was pulling away, there's the concert hall. That's where I am right now. That's right across the street from here. And coming up is Yonge and Bloor. And the subway closure between St Clair and College took place last week on weeknights after 11 p.m. And I think it'll be taking place until the 24th on weekday nights next week, as well as all weekend. It was absolutely brutal last night. I'll be able to show you what I mean by that in a few minutes. Look at this thing. Driving around like he's in a movie or something. Last night, I got off of line 2 to head home around 11 p.m. And there was an enormous crowd of people standing here. And no shuttle buses in sight. Yeah, it's just kind of a free-for-all. You hope everyone just kind of has good etiquette and doesn't cut the line. But of course, that's not what happens. Especially when people have been waiting so long and the shuttle bus finally shows up. But things are running much better today. But what happened last night was once the shuttle buses finally showed up, there was about 8 of them back to back. They would get stuck at this intersection because there's a scramble crossing, so in effect there's 3 light cycles. And only about 3 or 4 vehicles could make it through northbound on each light cycle. And one of the big hang-ups was vehicles turning. Often a vehicle would try to turn and it would have to wait for pedestrians, and that would hold up buses getting through. I think that might be the case here. You're not supposed to turn right on reds here, but that was pretty rampant last night. Also, buses would get held up and have to wait for a pedestrian scramble crossing when there were barely any pedestrians. I think the TTC maybe could have coordinated with the city a little bit and just put a pause on the scramble crossing at that time when there's low pedestrian activity, prioritize the transit buses. So I'm kind of relieved to see things are moving pretty good today. Because what normally would take about a little over 10 minutes to get from Bloor-Yonge up to Eglinton when the subways, whoa, why are you going the wrong way? There's a future Darwin Award winner. But what would normally take about 10 or 15 minutes took me almost an hour last night. I mentioned I was waiting for the shuttle bus around 11 and I didn't get home till like midnight. Nice driving, fuckface. And there's...
Well, like, oh my god. If not,
Anyways, welcome to Toronto. And here's where the shuttle buses aren't moving so well. South of Bloor is downtown, that's where we are. It's amazing how many more people are on this side of the sidewalk. If the rain holds off, I would say this is a very nice late afternoon. There's a breeze, it's not so hot like the past several days. It's quite pleasant to be walking around. Car turning right, around a car turning right. This is Irwin Avenue on the right, Gloucester Street on the left. It's never a boring street for people watching, that's for sure. Coming up is Wellesley Street. And I was reading an article about this subway entrance over here and how it has taken years for them to open it up on Dundonald Street. The one on the right is open. The one that's part of that new building apparently has some issues. So that bus would be dropping people off and picking them up. I'm not sure where the turnaround point is for the shuttle buses at College. That was pleasant. Doggy just going for a ride down the sidewalk. He's not complaining. All right. Now renting, rentimix.ca, RENTIMMIX.ca. I do think it's generally better to rent from a rental building corporation than from an individual condo unit owner. They tend to be much more responsive at handling issues. Although in that particular case, that building is newer than 2018, so it wouldn't be subjected to rent control. So they can still do whatever the heck they want with their rent after your first year is up. So this is where the buses are going. Thank you. Wow, look at this crowd. So you get dropped off here and then you can walk a block south and hop on at College Station. This is where you would board a northbound shuttle bus.
College Station. Around the corner. Northbound. Because the total pickup comes there.
So a lot of these people are being kicked off at college, which is right at this intersection. And lining up to board a northbound shuttle bus, which I'm guessing will roll around the corner here on Carlton Street. We've got another officer here directing traffic, hopefully prioritizing the shuttle buses. I think that bus driver just asked that lady if she lost her mind. Well, that cop is in pursuit of her. I mean, she did bolt into traffic. And it prevented that bus from being on its way. Probably holding up hundreds of people. But this is a very busy Carlton Street. All right, he's asking her details. I guess he's writing her up a ticket. I don't think you're required to give ID, but you do have to provide your name and address and date of birth. And that's important to know if you're on a bicycle and you get pulled over for something like running a stop sign and they ask for ID. You don't have to give it, just give your basic information. He's still handling that situation over there. But unfortunately, that has left nobody to keep things running smoothly here. One officer seems a little insufficient. Given the task at hand. Look at that big crowd over there.
You tell now me dog. Send him the text, send me a screenshot. Or I'm gonna be in trouble because when I don't supervise you, guess what happens? You tell me.
But on that note, I hope you enjoyed this one starting at St Clair Station, riding the shuttle bus one stop or two stops south down to Rosedale, and then walking down to Yonge College. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink!